Sergio Oliva Jr. warns that men's open bodybuilding rivalries may be dead. GI Conversation with Sergio Oliva Jr., Part 2. Sergio Oliva Jr. believes that the rise of classic physique is pulling away incentives for men's open bodybuilders to form rivalries. In Episode 2 of GI Conversation with Sergio Oliva Jr., viewers gain a deeper look into the mindset and career perspectives of Sergio Oliva Jr., a professional bodybuilder with a unique position as the son of the legendary Sergio Oliva. Through candid discussions, this episode explores Sergio Oliva Jr.'s thoughts on the art of posing, the challenges of public scrutiny, and his evolving relationships within the bodybuilding community. His insights offer a revealing take on the dynamics of modern bodybuilding, from divisional rivalries to the pressures of social media. Sergio's stance on posing and personal excellence. The conversation begins with Vlad Yudin asking Sergio Oliva Jr. about his two-time win as Best Poser at the Arnold Classic. Known for his dedication to classical posing, Sergio once declared that no one would take that title from him. Reflecting on this, he acknowledges that although he continues to hold high standards for posing, the landscape has shifted slightly with newer athletes, like Andrew Jacked, placing more emphasis on this art form. However, Sergio expresses confidence in his unique ability to bring classical posing to the forefront and believes his talent could hold up against these new contenders. Sergio Oliva Jr. also voices frustration over posing's limited role in competition scoring, which he says led him to reduce his posing routines since his 2021 win. Despite the reduced focus on posing within the scoring system, he still values its role in bodybuilding artistry and welcomes any opportunity to showcase his skills against top-tier competitors. Media perception and the struggles of staying relevant. As the discussion deepens, Vlad touches on public perceptions about Sergio Oliva Jr.'s career, noting that some people consider his competitive days to be over. Sergio attributes this viewpoint to the fast-paced nature of modern media and fans' short attention spans, which often push them to overlook established athletes in favor of younger, trending stars. Sergio expresses that he feels fortunate to have witnessed Sean Roden's career, particularly when Roden defied expectations by winning Mr. Olympia after critics had written him off. Roden's story gives Sergio hope and resilience, reminding him that public perception does not define his potential or his journey. Far from being discouraged by the lack of media hype, Sergio Oliva Jr. finds it freeing. The reduced attention removes some pressure, allowing him to focus purely on training and personal growth. He notes that the industry's ever-changing narratives can be taxing, but his experience has taught him to stay centered on his own goals. Facing criticism and navigating online negativity. Vlad shifts the conversation to online negativity and the unfortunate trend of public backlash many athletes face. Sergio Oliva Jr. explains that criticism often stems from people's unhappiness with their own lives, leading them to project negativity onto others. This issue, he says, has intensified with the internet, where people can easily criticize others without consequence. The permanence of online content adds another layer, as past statements or actions are often dredged up to attack someone. Sergio Oliva Jr. relates to fellow bodybuilder Reagan Grimes, who has also faced substantial online criticism. Both athletes, he believes, must work to block out the noise and remain focused on their passion for bodybuilding. Although Sergio admits he sometimes responds to haters, he has matured in how he handles these interactions. Unlike his earlier, more reactionary responses, he now approaches online engagement more professionally, striving to communicate without allowing his emotions to take over. Setting the record straight on Nick Walker and public misunderstandings. The conversation then addresses a past tension between Sergio Oliva Jr. and fellow bodybuilder Nick Walker, stemming from a situation in which Sergio decided to prioritize business obligations over an upcoming competition. Before he went public with his plans, Sergio confided in Nick about his decision. However, Nick later discussed Sergio's choice on a podcast with Fouad Abayad, which upset Sergio, as he had hoped for privacy. Reflecting on the situation, Sergio acknowledges that his reaction was heightened by the pressures of contest prep dieting, a time when emotions can easily spiral. Despite his initial frustration, Sergio Oliva Jr. now views the incident as a minor misunderstanding and has since mended fences with Nick. He explains that, in the grand scheme, the incident was inconsequential, and Nick didn't intend any harm. Sergio expresses regret over how he handled it at the time, understanding now that public conflict